This is Performance Theory with Mike Clark.
Welcome back to Performance Theory. Today we're going to be talking about upgrading your warm-up. You might be tempted to skip that warm-up when you work out. After all, you've only got so much time to exercise, and you're thinking, let's just get on with it already, I'm in a hurry. But warming up is a critical component of your fitness routine, and skipping it could have unpleasant and even dangerous results, such as muscle strain, muscle injury, and pain. Oh yeah, and a proper warm-up will actually improve your workout performance. So let's go through the warm-up basics. A warm-up is a short workout period at the beginning of the exercise session. It's generally low intensity and prepares your body for the upcoming exertion throughout all the exercises. The purpose of the traditional warm-up is to slightly increase your heart rate. This raises your core body temperature and increases blood flow to your muscles. Cold muscles and other connective tissues do not stretch very easy. A warm-up session literally warms them up and relaxes them, making them more supple and ready for work. Without this warm-up, you'll be more susceptible to sprained muscles, cramps, and injury. Ultimately, these effects could keep you from exercising for an extended period of time as you recover, which is not conducive to a healthy lifestyle that you're desiring. It takes about 3 minutes for your body to realize that it needs to move more blood to your muscles, so the ideal warm-up is between 5 and 10 minutes. There's no set prescription for what you should warm up. You can choose a set of exercises such as squats, lunges, toe touches, or you can do a light intensity version of your upcoming workout. A brisk walk to prepare for a run, for example, or lifting light weights before increasing the load. So let's move on to a little bit more advanced strategy on the warm-up. Now, with all that being said about a basic warm-up, let me share with you how I personally prepare myself as well as every one of my personal training clients. For long-term health and fitness combined with your weight loss training efforts, it's imperative to understand that a proper warm-up is more than just about warming up the body. It's about preparing the body for an all-out training assault that's going to boost your metabolism through the roof. Therefore, we look at the warm-up as a preparation phase for the workout to come. Through research and practical experience, we've determined that the best results are typically seen when the exercise prep routine incorporates 3 key components. Number 1, tissue quality. Number 2, corrective exercise. And number 3, mobility and activation. So let's go through the first one, tissue quality. Almost all chronic joint pain or overuse injuries are caused by tightness and restrictions in the muscles above and below the joint in question. In other words, it's not about pain site, it's about the pain source. Knee pain is often caused by restrictions in the tissues in your calves and front or inner outer thighs. Back pain is often caused by restriction in your glutes and hamstrings. Shoulder pain is often caused by restrictions in your thoracic spine or your T-spine, chest, and your lats. Tissue quality describes the general health of your muscles and the interconnected web of fascia that surrounds them all. Over time, we develop scar tissue, adhesions, knots, and trigger points due to high-intensity training, overuse, and/or extended periods of sitting. The best way to address this is self-massage. You massage those sore, tight, and restricted muscle groups of the body to regenerate tissue both pre- and post-workout to promote injury reduction and allow for a smoother and more productive workout. In addition, self-massage before stretching allows for a better, more complete stretch by smoothing out the knots. You should always precede flexibility work with tissue quality for the best results. Massage is one of those counterintuitive things whereby you're actually actively searching for pain. In fact, it's the only time to ever do so when it comes to proper training. The best analogy I can give you on this is, if it hurts that much when you put pressure on your muscles, just imagine how bad your joints must feel. Moving on to the second one, we've got corrective exercise. We all have unique issues with our body mechanics and functional movement capabilities. For some, it's a lack of flexibility, while others there might be a balance or mobility issue. Perhaps there's an asymmetry. One side is significantly stronger than the other, leading to muscular imbalances, postural distortions, and overcompensation injuries. You can find out your individual corrective needs by going through a movement screen, such as the Functional Movement Screen, or FMS. The FMS is a ranking and grading system that documents movement patterns that are key to normal function. By screening these patterns, the FMS readily identifies functional limitations and asymmetries. These are issues that can reduce the effects of functional training and physical conditioning and distort body awareness. The FMS generates the Functional Movement Screen Score, which is used to target problems and track progress. The scoring system is directly linked to the most beneficial corrective exercises to restore mechanically sound movement patterns. Exercise professionals monitor the FMS score to track progress and to identify those exercises that will be the most effective to restore proper movement and build strength in each individual. So in a nutshell, the FMS is designed to identify functional limitations and asymmetries which have been linked to increased injury risk and provide exercises to restore proper movement and build stability, mobility, and strength in each individual. The third one, mobility and activation. More than just a typical warm-up, a mobility and activation circuit truly prepares your body for a maximum performance workout. Mobility describes the ability of a joint or series of joints to move through an ideal range of motion. Though mobility relies on flexibility, it requires an additional strength, stability, and neuromuscular control component to allow for proper movement. Activation is often paired with mobility because many mobility exercises activate key and often dormant pillar stabilizers in your hips, core, and shoulders. So as you can see, a warm-up is much more than just a warm-up when you're training smarter for long-term health, fitness, and fat loss goals. Think twice before you skip the warm-up in your next workout, and I will see you next time on Performance Theory. Thanks, guys, for listening. Please share this podcast and make sure you subscribed because a bunch of you are listening haven't passed it on to your friends. Find me on social media at MikeClarkLife on all major platforms or visit MikeClarkLife.com.